Wheat from onceuponawheat.com, our travel blog. Thank you so much for joining us. Today I want to talk to you about beginning mountain biking. Mountain biking is something that you can travel across the world to do in all kinds of locations, but it's also something that you can do in your home state or country or even in your hometown in a lot of situations. And so it's something that you can do about anywhere. I started mountain biking when I was in my mid 40s. My husband Bill started when he was in his teens, and it's quite different as an adult in your 40s to do it because you don't feel invincible anymore. You worry about falling. That's not something that you do on a regular basis like you did when you were a kid. You know, I wasn't on my bike all the time like I used to be, and you worry about breaking bones or paralyzing yourself or something. It was kind of scary and intimidating at first because all I knew about mountain biking was like the extreme videos that I had seen from TV commercials where you have these elite cyclists doing crazy things, and it does not have to look like that, but it will absolutely be challenging and tough. And every trail is different. They're working with the lay of the land, with the slopes and hills and boulders and rocks and tree roots and creeks and everything in that particular trail. And then usually where you're biking, there's usually many other trails to choose from. And so every trail is a new experience. Everyone is tough and everyone is challenging. My top tip for you is that you definitely want to choose a beginner trail. With hiking, if you're moderately fit, even if you're fairly healthy, if you go on a moderate or an advanced trail, you're probably going to be able to hike it no problem. It's not going to be that big a deal. You're not going to feel like you're in danger for your life or anything dramatic like that. But it is a whole different thing when you are mountain biking. It's another scenario. You are going on rugged terrain, you're going down steep hills, and if you do not have the experience, you do not want to be doing that on the mountain bike trails because it would be very unsafe for you to do on the advanced ones. So stick with the beginner ones, trust me on that. The second thing is to get a trail map before you get started. You can either get that online, usually on your phone, or also if you're in like a state or a national park, you can get one at the ranger station or at the visitor center. And so take a look at those because for one, trails are sometimes one way. And so you do not want to be heading down the wrong way and have a pack of cyclists coming against you in the other direction. That would be unsafe for you and unsafe for them. The other reason is because it seems to be pretty common in my experience that the trails are kind of poorly marked and they're kind of a crisscrossing mishmash. At some places they're connected and at some places they cross paths. There are many different trails within a park, and so you can be on one trail and think you're still on the same one and end up on several others and adding many more miles than you intended onto your bike ride. And the other thing is, and this just happened to us like 2 weeks ago, there are so many options at some points to choose. You think you're continuing on the same one if you don't know, and you could suddenly go from beginning to advanced. So we came upon a hill that was clearly advanced, kind of treacherous in my perspective, and very steep, and so we had to backtrack a little when we couldn't find any trail maps. Number 3 would be to get padded cycling pants. They have padding like gel cush in the seat of the pants, and when you're a kid, you're on your bike every day, you never notice how uncomfortable the seats can be or that they make you sore. But as an adult, if you're only riding a couple times a month or something, you realize pretty quickly that the seats, especially on a mountain bike with those tiny little seats, and I even have a gel cushion mountain bike seat, you will be sore. And so you'll appreciate the cush and the tush. But also I recommend pants because as you're biking, you're going really fast and there are constantly branches and weeds kind of whipping at you and kind of tearing at your legs a little bit. You're going through itchweed and through weeds that have these thorns on them and burrs, and depending on where you are, all of that is whipping at you. I always wear pants, and I would recommend it for you too. Number 4, when braking, is to remember that your right hand, which controls your rear tire, that is your main brake that you will use. If you tried using your front tire and you hit it too fast, you could end up rolling over the front. You don't want that. So your rear brake is your main brake, and as you're going down a hill in particular, especially a steep hill, if you need a little more braking action, you can kind of pump your left brake, which is your front tire, to kind of add a little more braking that you need if you need some extra. But the right hand is your main brake. And the 5th tip I would give you is to get used to using attack position. An attack position on a mountain bike is kind of a neutral ready position. So as you're going through, particularly if you're not familiar with the trail and you don't know what's around the next bend, if you're going through really rugged areas, which is much of the trail, it standing like that can kind of act like shock absorbers, your legs, and kind of save the beating on your body a little. And it's just a more stable position. You will have your feet on the pedals parallel from each other, and your dominant foot is going to be forward. You're going to be crouched down to where you're almost kind of parallel with your bike. Your rear end is going to be hovering over your back seat a little. Your arms and your knees are going to be kind of wide and bent. You're going to have a secure grip on your handles, and that is your attack position. You're ready for what's going to happen. It's your most stable position, and you will use that a lot. Those are 5 of my top tips, but they are certainly not my only top tips. I have a full article on everything you need to know, you want to know on beginning mountain biking. It has, the rules and etiquette that you don't realize, even if you're just a bike rider. They have a separate set of situations for when you're mountain biking. I tell you what you need to wear aside from the cycling pants, what you need to bring with you, everything you need to know to be safe and to enjoy it and to do it the right way and the best way. All of those tips are in the full article on our blog on onceuponawheat.com, and we have lots of other articles that you'll enjoy. We go to a lot of fun, cool places. We go all over, we bring our kids, and we have a fun time. We like to do different things. We like to do exciting and fun things. We love history. We love museums. We do a broad range of activities. So whatever you like, there is something for you on our travel blog, I'm sure. And then don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of our videos. We are adding a number of those that are related to travel, but also I will add any video that I think will be of value to you and that would be useful. And so I don't strictly stay in the travel range. If I think it's something that's helpful or interesting to you, then I will add it on here. When you're on our blog, don't forget to subscribe and sign up for our details and what's going on behind the scenes with us, things that we don't put on social media. It has updates, it has our new post, it has everything that's going on with us, so make sure that you sign up there. And then come follow us on social media. We would love to interact with you and see you there. And we are available on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter, as well as YouTube. We would love to have you on each and every one of those. Each one has its own flair. I talk about different things on each one. There's different pictures on each one, so we'd love to see you on all of them. So thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you soon.